Hey there! So it seems that Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS has had another recap episode. So I thought I'd pour myself a little flask of coffee. And we too would have a little recap episode of the series of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS' kind of bad development and why there are so many recap episodes. So yeah, here we go. So first things first, just to quickly review the latest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS. It's a recap episode based around the Knights of Hanoi. They're basically standing there chatting about how they're going to get the Ignises and basically what has been going on in the past like 18 episodes of the series so far. So we get loads of flashbacks, we get stuff that we learned only a few episodes ago and other things like that. So overall, not the most exciting episode. In terms of a recap episode though, it was alright. It's probably one of the better recap episodes we've had in Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS because it's nice seeing the perspective of Hanoi, I guess. However, it's still another recap episode. I didn't even watch the end of the episode because I was just sort of skipping through it, but I'm pretty sure all I missed at the end was they break out that girl from the prison, whose name I've forgotten. So all the Knights of Hanoi are back in action. I thought most of them were dead. They weren't. I thought at least Spectre was dead, but I think they're all in the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS world. But they probably did get out, so they're all alive anyway, so yeah. The only bit of key information worth mentioning is the fact that the reason that Spectre's Ignis doesn't go to him is because he knows he works for Hanoi and would probably try to kill him. So that's why Spectre's Ignis won't go to him. And that's what you can really get out from this. But today, what I really want to talk about is what's been going on with the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS series. Now, I've already stated that Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS is actually one of my favourite Yu-Gi-Oh! series that I've watched. I do like the premise, I like the characters, but that's if you take out all the recap episodes that we've been having, and sometimes there's a little problem with the animation, but I can live with that, the animation problems. As long as there's a good story being told, that's fine. So let me just quickly throw this stat here. So this episode was episode 59, and I did a little tiny bit of research because I couldn't bother to go back and look through every single one of the episodes to check which ones were recaps. But episode 37, back then, there had been 4 recap episodes so far. So we've had like an additional, what, 22 more episodes, and I'm pretty sure in that time we've had at least 2 more recaps. This one, and I think we've had 1 more in between. I wouldn't quote me on that one. But if that's the case, then we've had 6 recap episodes in 60 episodes. That is 10% of the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS series is recap episodes, and that's not good. Now, in terms of why there are so many production problems with this series, I've tried to do as much research as I can to figure out what it is. And there's probably some of you guys out there that know a little bit more than me, but this is the stuff that I found so far. So first of all, this is from the director of the series. I think it was the old director rather than the new one, but this is basically what he said in response to the production problems with the recap episodes. His tweet said, "To all the fans who look forward to seeing VRAINS every week, I'm very sorry that you had to see a recap again. It must have been very frustrating for some of you. I don't enjoy seeing recaps in a show that I look forward to seeing every week either. Once again, I'm very sorry about this. Some people will probably think that all my apologies won't improve VRAINS' production. That said, I think that the state of the show's production will probably improve thanks to those recaps we put out. As I'll probably be reprimanded if I disclose too many details about the show's production. Let's just say that we're making progress little by little." The best thing you can take out of that, though, is he does seem genuinely upset to let the fans down, so that's something. Now, again, I haven't done anywhere near enough research. There has been a director change with the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS series. I forget how long back it was. I did mention it in one of my reviews, though, but so the director changed to somebody else, so whether that guy was the first one or the second one, even if it was the first or second one, we're still getting recap episodes, unfortunately. So this is the kind of problem where you get, though, would you rather see more recap episodes to pad in between episodes, or would you rather just be another week without seeing an episode? It's tough, because this episode, we literally had a good episode last episode, we had a week off because it didn't air in Japan, and then we've gone straight into another recap episode, so that's really frustrating. I've seen a lot of talk on the internet as well about some money problems with this series as well. There's just not enough budget for what they're doing, and people say, why the hell would they put speed duels into this series then if there was going to be money problems? Because they're always moving and active. Well, I don't really know how much time and effort it takes to animate things like that. I always just assume they put a background on that's just doing this constantly. You know, like in Scooby-Doo when they're running, you just the same background going over and over. I can't really say that is using too much of their animation budget, But I'm guessing that the master duels or the ground duels would definitely take up less because you are just standing still and doing stuff. But yeah, it's funny to watch this episode that's just come out because it's just the same shot of that little circle thing in the middle with the 4 Knights of Hanoi members standing all around it, and it just keeps cutting to it, and they'll just put something different in the middle, and it just looks so awful. Like, I hate anything like that. I'm so aware nowadays of things that people do to cut budget. You know, when like someone's like got a book by their mouth and they're talking, and then you can just freeze the frame and you don't know if they're talking or not because you can't see the little lip flaps. So that's like some of the sort of things you need to look at with these kinds of stuff. It's a shame though, because I really like consistent animation in a series, and Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS has just not had it really. Yeah, so the point of this review was, one, because I either wasn't going to do a review or I was going to do a little sort of my opinion on the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS series at the moment. I still enjoy the series. That is the point I'm trying to make. I still like it. However, you'll notice that I'm not very emotional about the fact that we've had another recap episode. Like, oh, god damn it, I can't believe Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS has done this again. Rah, rah, rah. It's actually happened so much now that I actually don't care. And I never really cared to begin with. I was very understanding of the fact that they do need to have some space in order to get a better series out there. I was completely forgiving it. I mean, it's not... Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS isn't a series that I have to rush to watch every single week. It's just a nice little show. It's kind of like Food Wars to me. Food Wars is like an anime about cooking. It's really good, by the way. It's a fantastic anime. But that was something I never, like, had to watch. I wasn't, like, waiting for that little timer to tick down just so I could watch it. It's the same with the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS series at the moment. But I do find these recaps frustrating me and making me lose interest in the series a little tiny bit. But not enough for me to really hate it or anything like that. So, yeah, this is just a little casual conversation that I just kind of wanted to have with you guys. And just sort of spark a little topic in the comment section below about how you feel about Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS, filler, flashbacks and things like that in series, and just how you kind of feel about it. I know this was a little bit different. I'm not as energetic or anything like that. It is actually quite early in the UK for me, so I just thought I'd make this random video and just have a sort of chilled out conversation while I drink coffee. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS series at the moment and the state of it. I tried to find a little bit of information for you guys. I would appreciate it if you put some in the comment section below if you know anything more than me. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Check out some of my other videos if you fancy it. I've got a Twitch channel. Check out my Twitch channel if you fancy. I have a Patreon. Check out my Patreon if you want. I've got loads of time. I can kill loads of time in this video because why not? This is a recap video. What have I been doing on my channel lately? We've got trivias. We've got new trivia coming soon. We've got profiles. We've got top 10s. We've got the Idiot's Guide series. Blah, blah, blah. Just check them out if you fancy them. If not, no worries. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.